Hi, nice to see you again, or maybe it's nice for you to see a face again as y'all are getting to the first module of this course. I'm going to try to drop in at the start of each module to give you kind of some, I guess, more elaborate directions. You will find all of what you need to know in each module, but I know that I can shed a little bit more light on some things. So I hope you have made your way through that Start Here module. You know kind of how this class is going to work. This class is very work at your own pace. And that's the benefit of an online class. But there are some constraints to that pace. All assignments are due on Monday mornings. So as you guys saw, you will have a list of tasks to complete by Monday at 8 a.m. And that is the case throughout the semester until we get to the end and we start dealing with the final exam. So I want you guys to kind of keep that in the back of your head. That's the schedule for the course. That's what we're looking at. One thing I don't want to see happen is I don't want you to procrastinate to put this work off until the very last minute. Ideally, you guys are college students, and so what I want you to do is to manage your time wisely, okay? These are skills that will, spill over into life outside of academia. As most of you guys know, you have lives outside of academia, and finding the balance and learning how to be balanced in this life, it's definitely something that we need to know how to do. So I think that this is a good tool for you guys to learn how to manage your time wisely. A very applicable tool, something that you can use later, right? And so I want you guys just to pay note to the or be mindful of those due dates, okay? This module consists of a couple weeks. It's 3 weeks long. The module itself is. So you'll have 3 ultimate due dates this week, 3 Mondays where you submit work. And so it just kind of walks you through that orientation stuff. Man, that is so important. I really do want to make sure that you're reading that stuff, that you're making your way through it. Sorry, my computer is messing up a little bit. But that you're making your way through it and that you know how to navigate an online course, that you're expected to know the technological things related to using Canvas, and so that's something that I do expect with you coming in. We have to have knowledge of how a computer works and how to submit assignments, but I think that more importantly, I know that in my first online class as an undergraduate student, I think that the biggest thing for me was that I was reading the directions very carefully, and that's something that you want to be doing. But I think that's kind of the highlight here. Like if you can read the directions carefully and follow those directions, and hopefully not run into technical difficulties in the process, then I really think that that you'll do just fine, even if you aren't very familiar with the online classroom, because it is so different. It is very, very different. So, and then it looks like you're doing a lot of reading this first part. We really need to get into what is writing, what is the writing process, what is my audience, what is my purpose, how do I even get to those things, what's the point of looking at this in academia. These are all very important things that I do want you guys to look at and read. So you do have all that reading. You'll see it here in the module instructions, and you also have all of the quizzes. You have 6 quizzes, and that's quite a lot. So you have 3 weeks to complete all of those things, right? And so just make sure that you're paying attention to that, okay? I wish you luck. We aren't really doing much writing this module, aside from the really important personal introduction on that discussions page. And then you obviously need to submit your student information, the course contract. Essentially, this locks you in with me, saying that you've read the syllabus, and more importantly, that plagiarism addendum that explains to you what plagiarism is and how we can avoid it. And your giving that over to me shows me that you've read it. And so I will hold you guys accountable to the things that were laid out in there. So I think you have one more writing assignment called Why Write, and that is going to be a reflective assignment asking you to kind of come up with reasons why you write, in what instances and in what scenarios in the real world outside of academia do you write, and it's going to just call for a little bit of self-reflection as we move on in this semester. So I'm so excited to get going with y'all. I'll drop in next module, which will be in 3 weeks. Good luck. Oh, and email me with any questions, okay? Email me, call me. I'm here to help, I promise. Bye-bye.